Good morning, my dear students. My name is Twayna. I am currently available at the Hamlet Tuition Center, Brahmatul, Kathmandu, and the Kumidini Kunja Secondary School, Kalimati, Kathmandu, which was established in 2036 BS, and since its establishment, it has dedicated itself for the knowledge and wisdom. My dear students of grade 9, this is your science class, and in your science class we have been discussing about the lesson classification of plants and animals. Up to our previous class we discussed about classification of plants, different kingdoms, divisions, subdivisions, and then classes of the plant kingdom. Yes, today, starting from today, we are going to discuss about the classification of animals. Well, just like kingdom Plantae, kingdom Animalia, there are 9 phylums. We have already discussed about this in our second class of classification. Yes, these 9 classes are Porifera, Coelenterata, Platy Elements, Nemathelminthes, Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata, and Chordata. Among them, Arthropoda have 4 classes: Crustacea, Insecta, Arachnida, and Myriapoda, and Chordata has 5 classes. Okay, Pisces, Amphibia, Reptilia, Avia, and Mammalia. Okay, Avia, it should be aves. Sorry, that was typo mistake. Okay, aves and Mammalia, 5 classes. Okay, so one by one we are going to discuss about all of these phylums. Okay, first of all, let us discuss about the phylum Porifera. Well, Porifera, they are multicellular animal. They are made up of several cells. Okay, they are multicellular animals, but their cells are not differentiated into tissues. They are made up of cells. Okay, they are collection of cells. They are just the collection of cells, but they don't have any tissues. Their cells do not form tissues. Such animals, they are kept in phylum Porifera, and in their earlier stage of life cycle, they are motile. They can move from one place to another place, but as they grow, they attach to a substratum, to a base, and they fix there for their entire life. Okay, that's why in their later life cycle they do not move. They are non-motile. Some examples of Porifera are Cycone, you can see the picture, Cycone, Spongilla, Leucosolenia, and others are also. Okay, the major feature of phylum Porifera, you need to know the main feature which is given in definition and one of the main feature from the others. Okay, so it's better if you keep the features which is marked by red letters in your mind. तिमीलाई एक्जाम को लागि दुईवटा मात्रै फिचर भए पुग्छ, दुईवटा मात्रै, अनि एउटा सबैभन्दा इम्पोर्टेन्ट फिचर, छोड्नै नहुने फिचर यहाँ डेफिनेसनमा हुन्छ है त। Porifera को सबैभन्दा मेन फिचर के हो त? Multicellular animals which are not differentiated into tissue. सबैभन्दा इम्पोर्टेन्ट फिचर यो भयो, र यहाँ अरु फिचरहरु दिएको छ, यसमध्येबाट एउटा फिचर याद राख्नु, जम्मै 2टा फिचर भए पुग्छ है त। Okay, the major feature of phylum Porifera, see, first of all, they have multicellular body but tissues are absent. This is just as given in the definition. And the second feature, their body is porous. Their body has pores all over. Okay, and the small pores which are present all around their body, they are called ostia. Look at this word, ostia. The smaller pores which are present all around their body, they are called ostia. And on the top of their body, they have the largest opening, mouth-like opening. Okay, and that the largest pore in their body is called osculum, but it is not mouth. Okay, it looks like mouth. It looks like it is the mouth which is present at the top, but it is not mouth, because they do not eat from that hole. osculum. If they take in food through osculum, then you can call that is mouth, but they do not take food through the osculum, so osculum is not mouth. Okay, now how do they feed? They absorb water from ostia, from all around their body. They absorb water. Okay, and inside their body they have amoeba like cells which would capture the bacteria and other microorganisms present in water. They digest it, and rest of the water is thrown out through the osculum. Through osculum the water is thrown out. Okay, I might have a diagram here. Okay, look here, this is the anatomy of Porifera. You can see there are pores or ostia. Here it is written porocytes. Porocytes means the cells that form pores. Okay, there are pores all over their body. Okay, you can get a closer look. There are pores all over their body. Through the pores water gets inside, or water is absorbed through the pores. And when water gets inside you can see there are a special type of cells called choanocytes. And the detailed diagram of choanocyte is given here. Look, this is a cell, yes, choanocyte, and behind choanocyte there is amoebocyte, which looks like amoeba, which is like amoeba, and there are flagellum. Okay, these flagellum, they drive water, they drive the microorganisms, bacteria, or the food. They drive the food present in water inside the collar. Yes, and when the food is attached in collar, these foods, they are taken in by the choanocytes, and then from choanocytes the foods are passed to amoebocyte, and from amoebocyte the food or the digested nutrient will pass throughout the body. That way the food is digested, and the water which does not have microorganisms, which has been cleaned, they come out of the osculum. That is why this is not mouth. This osculum, this is not mouth. They do not eat from here. Okay, any confusion? Okay, so I guess now you have the idea of ostia and osculum. Okay, look, their body is porous. Small pores are present all over the body, which are called ostia. One largest mouth-like opening is present at the top of body, which is called osculum. They absorb water from ostia, digest and absorb the nutrients present in water, and eject the water through osculum, and they remain attached to a substratum. Any confusion up here? Okay, that was all about Porifera. I suggest you to remember these two features: multicellular animals which are not differentiated into tissues, and their body is porous. Okay, actually their name Porifera comes from here. Porous, pore. Okay, Porifera means the organism which have pores in their body. Yes, that's all about Porifera. Let's go to next phylum, Coelenterata. Okay, some pronounce it as Coelenterata, some pronounce it as Coelenterata. Whatever you say, that's not a big deal. Okay, but memorizing the spelling of Coelenterata is a big deal. Okay, so Coelenterata, they are multicellular animals. Okay, just like Porifera, they are also multicellular animals, and just like Porifera, they are also not differentiated into tissues. They also do not have tissues. But what is advanced in Coelenterata? They have central hollow body. They have central hollow body. That means, let us suppose that this is the organism. Yes, this is the organism. Let us suppose this is the organism. Okay, this is multicellular organism, and there is a pore, a hollow in their body. The body is hollow from inside. There is empty space inside the body. Okay, 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 there is empty Yes, and let me slice it. I guess I have a slicing tool. Yes, it has been sliced, and here also I need to slice it. Yes. Sliced. Okay, now let me attach it. Okay, so this is a multicellular body with a central hollow, central cavity. Okay, this is the same scheme as present in Porifera as well. Yes, but in case of Porifera, the body is absorbing. The body absorbs water, digests the food, and throws the food from this upper opening. Yes, from here of water is thrown out. That was the case in Porifera. But in Coelenterata, this inner layer or inner surface is covered by absorbing tissues, digesting and absorbing tissues, but the outside layer is covered by protective tissues. See the difference? The outside layer is covered by protective tissues, so they cannot absorb water from their body. The body is non-absorbing. Okay, in case of Porifera, the body surface is absorbing, but in case of Coelenterata, the body surface is non-absorbing. That's why they cannot absorb water from surrounding. They have to take in water from this opening. They have to take in water from this opening. Okay, and that water, after getting inside this chamber, any microorganisms or food present in water will be digested and absorbed by the cells present here, and after digestion of food, the remaining water will be thrown outside, thrown out from this same hole. That is why this opening, in case of Coelenterata, it can be considered, it can be regarded as mouth. And this chamber, its sole function is digestion, isn't it? So you can say this chamber is a rudimentary alimentary canal. Okay, and that is called Phylum. Sorry, Phylum, the central chamber. Understood? So from this name Phylum, they get the name Coelenterata or Coelenterata, and that is also one of the major differences between Porifera and Coelenterata. Get it? Okay, look, the multicellular animals which are not differentiated into tissue but have central hollow body are kept in phylum Coelenterata. Some examples: jellyfish, hydra, coral, etc. Here you can see this is jellyfish, you might have seen it. This is hydra, and these are corals. Okay, these are corals. They looks like plant, but actually they are animals. Okay, and the major features of phylum Coelenterata: they have multicellular body that is not differentiated into tissue, and they have central cavity which is called coelenteron in the body, which is primitive alimentary canal. Alimentary canal means digestive tract. Primitive alimentary canal or primitive digestive tract. You can say digestive tract in higher organism are originated from coelenteron of Coelenterata. Okay, and the alimentary canal is incomplete. Incomplete means they have mouth but no anus. Look at this diagram. This is the mouth. Yes, food goes inside from here. After digestion, the remaining water and undigested food, they must be thrown right from here only. Okay, that means their mouth is their anus as well. Okay, so you get this point. And next, tentacles are present around mouth. You can see this is mouth and these are tentacles. The tentacles will drive the food inside mouth. Okay, the tentacles will drive the food or water inside mouth. And in jellyfish also, these are the tentacles. These are the tentacles of jellyfish. Okay, and then they are also diploblastic. Well, diploblastic means their embryo has only two layers of tissues. Their embryo has only two layers of tissues, endoderm and ectoderm. You will learn about the layers of embryo in higher classes. Okay, that's all about phylum Coelenteron. Okay, now let's go to third phylum, Platy Elements. Look at the word platy. Look, we are in phylum number 3, Platy Elements. The word platy means flat. Flat itself comes from plat. Okay, platy means flat, and helminthes means worms. Okay, these are basically called flat worms. Worm means having long body. Yes, the multicellular animals that have flat body and are parasitic are kept in phylum Platy Elements. For example, tapeworm, liver fluke, turbularia, etc. Okay, look at the diagram. This is turbularia. Okay, this is turbularia, and here you can see this is the mouth and its body. Look at its body, it's just like paper, isn't it? It is very flat, it's just like paper. Okay, this is mouth, and you can see these are eye spot. They are not actually eyes, but they are the rudimentary eyes. Okay, they can detect light, but they cannot detect object. Okay, and this is the actual picture of turbularia, and this one is tapeworm. Tapeworm is present inside our body. Okay, if you get a tapeworm in your intestine, it would be very difficult to get rid of it. Because of tapeworm, you might feel stomach pain, frequent abdominal pain, and while defecating, it causes excruciating pain in your stomach. आची गरेर पेट एकदमै दुख्ने. Okay, such problems will be there. Okay, this is parasite, and look here, this is liver fluke. It lives inside the liver and it gets its food from liver. Okay, it can damage your liver from inside. Yes, and all of these organisms, you see, they stay inside the body of other living beings. They stay inside the body of other organisms, and that other organism, they are called host. They are called host, and from their host they suck up blood and they get their food from their host. Okay, that's why they are called endoparasite. Endo means inside, parasite means which depends on others. Okay, so the worms or the organisms which have flat body and which are parasitic, they are kept in phylum Platyhelminthes. Okay, one exception is planaria. Planaria is not parasite. Yes, okay, some examples: tapeworm, liver fluke, turbularia. The major features of phylum Platyhelminthes are their body is diploblastic. Okay, phylum Platyhelminthes. Platyhelminthes is more advanced than Coelenterata because Porifera and Coelenterata, they are diploblastic, but Platyhelminthes is triploblastic. All the organisms above it are triploblastic. Okay, triploblastic means their bodies develop from 3 embryonic layers. The embryo have 3 layers of tissues, and they are ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm. Ectoderm outer layer, mesoderm middle layer, endoderm inner layer. Yes, and the digestive system is well developed, but once again alimentary canal is incomplete. That means just like in Coelenterata, they also have mouth, but they don't have anus. They have mouth, but they don't have anus. Okay, and next, most of them inhabit inside the body of other animals. They attach to the host cell with the help of hook and suck blood or derive food. So they are referred as endoparasite. And reproduction is both sexual and asexual. Asexually, they reproduce by fragmentation and regeneration. Well, this is peculiar feature of Platyhelminthes. If you cut them into half, they will not die. Okay, be it tapeworm or liver fluke, planaria or turbellaria, whatever it is, if you cut them in half with an intention of killing them, they will not die. Instead, they will become two individuals. That is a nuisance, isn't it? They will not die, but they will become two individuals. Okay, that mode of reproduction is called fragmentation and regeneration. Got it? Okay, let us go to next phylum. We will discuss up to phylum number 4 in today's class. Phylum number 4, it is Nemathelminthes. Nemathelminthes. They are also called nematodes. Okay, they are also called nematodes, and the phylum is also called Elements. So some book refer them as Nemathelminthes, some book refer them as Elements. Whatever you write, it does not matter. You can write any. Okay. Now, what are Nemathelminthes? The animals, look at these terms, having round. See, their body is just like round cylinder. Yes, round, elongated. They are very long. Yes, they are very long and non-segmented body. They have round, cylinder-like long body, and their body is not segmented. They have very simple body plan. They have this mouth. Yes, from the mouth they absorb food, they swallow it, and from head to tail their body have alimentary canal. From head to tail, yes, the food passes through the alimentary canal, and in the canal the food is digested and absorbed. Got it? They have very simple body plan. Understood? Okay, so memorize this term: round, elongated, non-segmented body. They are kept in phylum Nemathelminthes. Some examples are hookworm, roundworm, pinworm, etc. This first diagram, this is hookworm. Look at its mouth. There are hooks. With the help of these hooks, it attaches to the walls of your intestine, and then they suck up blood from your intestine. They are very dangerous. Yes, they kill you from inside. And this is roundworm, Juca. This is roundworm, Juca. They are also found inside your intestine. And when you have large number of these creatures, these roundworms in your intestine, then whatever you eat, their nutrients are absorbed by them. You do not get the nutrients. You do not get the nutrients, but these roundworms will absorb the nutrients. They will increase in their number, and then you will feel hunger. You feel a lot more hungrier. Yes, and you can eat a lot. You have high appetite, but whatever you eat, that will not reach to your tissues. They are all absorbed by these roundworms, and as a result, your body will become lean and thin. Let me show one picture. Okay, look at this picture. You can see this boy. He is lean and thin, but his stomach, his belly is swollen too much because his intestine, they are infested by roundworms. They are infested by roundworms. Do you think there are just one roundworm, two roundworm, three roundworm? No, they just cover all the spaces in the intestine. See, there is intestine. It is filled up with roundworm. Its intestine is actually blocked by roundworm. So whatever food you take in, they are taken up by the roundworms. He does not get any nutrition. That is the problem. And these roundworms, since they occupy the whole of intestine, they occasionally are excreted along with feces or stool. They come out with stool. And look at this diagram. These are the roundworms taken out by operation, by performing surgery from one person. Look how much roundworms are there. And I know after looking this, you will stop eating chowmein. Okay, it looks like chowmein, isn't it? Okay, you will stop eating chowmein. Okay, let's go back to our study. Okay, so this is roundworm. And here you have another worm, next worm. These are pinworms. Okay, pinworms, they usually infect under your skin. I want to show you the infection caused by pinworms as well. Okay, I made a little mistake. I said pinworms, they infect below your skin. Okay, that was ringworms. Sorry for that. Ringworms infect below your skin, but pinworms, they usually infect the lower part of your intestine near the anus. Okay, you can see these are the pinworms, and they usually, from time to time, they usually come out of the anus. Anus means the part from where stool comes out. Okay, they come out of the anus, and because of them, whenever they come out, you feel very much irritation or itchy. You feel it very much itchy near your anus. Okay, so that definitely everyone feels that. Yes, that is because of pinworms. Almost 60% people are known to have pinworms in their body. Okay, so other symptoms. Okay, this is the diagram of showing inside of your intestine with pinworms. Okay, these are the pinworms, and this is the inside of your intestine. And because of the pinworm, this lower part of abdomen, they hurt. Okay, abdominal pain is felt at the lower part of your abdomen because of pinworms. Okay, let us continue. Okay, look, the features of phylum Nemathelminthes. The body is triploblastic, that is, body is developed from 3 embryonic layers. Digestive system is well developed, and alimentary canal is complete. That means they have both mouth and anus, and most of them inhabit inside the body of other animals and obtain their food, so they are also parasites. Look, Platyhelminthes are also parasites, Nemathelminthes are also parasites. And next, they always reproduce sexually. Asexual reproduction is absent. Know this, asexual reproduction is the feature of lower animals, less developed animals. So asexual reproduction is present in Porifera, Coelenterata and Platyhelminthes. Up to Platyhelminthes, asexual reproduction is present, but from Nemathelminthes onward, asexual reproduction is absent, because you see their body is differentiated into organ level, not only tissue level but organ level. So one part, organs present in one part cannot be replaced by organs present in another part. Okay, like your legs cannot replace your head. That is the disadvantage of organ level of organization. Okay, so they also have organ level of organization, so they cannot perform asexual reproduction. Cutting them into half will kill them. Okay, and then excretory system and nervous system are rudimentary. Now see, excretory system and nervous system also begin to form in Nemathelminthes. Although they are rudimentary means at initial phase, not so much developed, but nonetheless they are present. They are present from Nemathelminthes. Got it? That's why Nemathelminthes is more advanced than Platyhelminthes. Okay, that was for today. In our next class, we will discuss about Annelida and the 4 classes of Arthropoda. Okay, that was for today. Thank you, class.